Morning DirtFish Rally friends. I'm at work today. A little bit different day for me. You see some other signs we got hanging up here. Got the Ford Mach-E Rally Mustangs out here today. Pretty excited. I'm here early because I work here, so it's a little bit different. The big crowds haven't arrived, but I'm going to get to jump in the cars with some of the reporters, ride with some of my coworkers. Some of the instructors will hop in and give me some instruction. Hopefully get a ride with Vaughn Gittin Jr. at the end of the day. Pretty excited for this one.
Once the crowds arrived, we kicked off with a quick presentation about the cars and the plan for the day. I wasted no time hopping into the Glacier Gray Mach-E Rally to try out some of the road features. I was really excited to experience the Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving and to try out the regenerative braking.
Obey traffic laws, be alert, and use voice commands while driving.
First impressions of the car, very smooth, quiet. It's weird to be in a car. This is my first time with an EV, so it's very different to be in an EV. There is like an artificial sound, which is kind of nice. It kind of sounds a little bit like a spaceship when you're driving and that sound is on. It's pretty cool. The car itself looks really cool. Looks like a rallycross car. Like when I saw it, that's the first thing I thought. You know, it's very sleek. You can't even tell if it's a four-door. Like it could be a two-door, but it is a four-door. It's extremely spacious. I'm surprised how much room there is in the back. Just coming off the throttle, it's almost like a CVT. There is that one pedal mode where it brakes automatically, but this is just basic regen right now. So it doesn't slow down immediately. It's like a little bit of a beat there. So if you kind of lift off the throttle and want to get back on, it's not instant with that slowdown. It gives you just enough time where if you're lifting off and back on the throttle, it's not making everyone go boop, boop, boop. And coming into this roundabout, like just lift and it kind of brakes just enough to slow. Almost makes me feel like it's a whole different style of driving. Like I don't need to use the brakes. Honestly, since I've gotten the car, I've only hit the brakes once. I'm on the highway. I'm gonna merge here and I'm gonna get up to speed because I've entered the highway a little slow, and I'm gonna get up to speed, and it is extremely fast. So I've now enabled the hands-free driving. So even though it's hands-free, it's hard to want to take your hands off it. I'm going to increase speed, get up to the speed limit here. 70 miles an hour right now, 71. And my hands are off the wheel. It is weird to have your hands off the wheel and just let this thing change. I was told if I put the blinker on, it will change lanes for me. So it's preparing to change lanes. It's changing lanes. Oh, this is weird. And lanes changed. I still need to turn the blinker off though. So a little bit of work on my part, not full self-driving, but hands-free is what it's telling me on the screen here. It's tough to trust something like this right off the bat. So as I'm approaching the exit here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the wheel, hit the brakes, re-engage self-driving. But yeah, when you're new to something like this, it's tough to trust that. I'm sure as you drive it more and more, you get comfortable with what the limitations are and know what to expect. But for my first time, it's hard to want to say I'm just going to go full self-drive mode and let this thing do its thing. So there is a lot of different options with rally mode and stuff like that. The rally sport mode doesn't really mean much to me on the road at the moment. Getting from A to B, which seems to be a very good car for that. You know, sometimes you get these cars that are designed to be the sport car and it's not road friendly, where this thing feels like it's a nice crossover of you could daily this and then you could take it home back onto your private roads and get after it a little bit and have some fun. So for me in the Mustangs, it's close to home. You know, I'm from Michigan. Growing up in high school, Mustangs were always the cool car. You know, the cool kids in high school had Mustangs and the cool dads had the old Mustang. So in 1994, I flew down to Detroit with my dad to meet the guy who shot the commercial for the 25th anniversary series of the Mustang convertible, which was the V8 5.0. And we bought the car. We got a copy of the commercial on VHS, which was really cool. And we drove the car back. You know, that's what I learned to drive stick in, watching my dad do. The first burnout I saw was my dad doing it in the Mustang. It's nice with this because the Mustang's been an American staple and just American culture in general. Mustangs, muscle cars, all that sort of stuff. And now we've got the Mach-E, which is the EV, which is a new realm. That's fine, but for me, it's the Rally Edition that really does it. The fact that they've taken the time to pay attention to do anything with rally. So it's kind of like my worlds colliding of, you know, my dad's cool car growing up, and now I've got my edition, the Rally Edition, what's important to me and what's cool to me is this. But it may not handle how the old Mustangs are. They've really thought about this with rally design and rally cross design. Really looking forward to driving this thing on gravel. The road is one thing. Obviously, from a car reviewer's perspective, I think this is kind of expected to go out and take this thing on the road. But for me, I really just want to get it to gravel and throw it around a bit. Got this giant iPad-looking device, but I like that it still has a little dial here. It's nice to get that satisfaction out of a little bit of click. Back at the school, pulling in here, back this thing in, and head out to do some gravel driving. Got the nice overview. Again, weird not being in a car that's running, you just hit a button to turn it off, so off. Little Mustang sound there, a little music beat when you turn it off, and I'm good to go to the gravel.
Good down there? Awesome. All right, you're clear for three, clear for three. We have a bunch of guests who are experiencing the Ford Mach-E Rally for the first time. I mean, they're so quiet. I think that's the biggest thing you take away immediately is it's doing it. Yeah. It's the closest to power-wise to the RS200 by far. I mean, we've had other homologation cars or even the Focus RS. So even that was more tarmac based ultimately. So something that's designed to go fly around in the gravel and says, yeah, there's a button for it. That's pretty darn cool.
Getting ready to hopping in the yellow one with Jack. So that's the one I'll be in right there. Boom, pure Michigan. Got everyone else here checking stuff out. Nate's giving them a little bit of a guided tour of the property.
On full stability control on, and then the next 2 laps they'll be on using the Rally Sport.
All right, my friend. Welcome in.
How's it going?
Not too bad, and you? So this first run through, we're just going to be running through in the road mode. So same way that you were driving before. You'll feel that the vehicle does get a little bit loose, but you'll feel that traction control start to kick in. Won't let you get too crazy with it.
Okay.
All right. From there, we'll start playing around with the Rally Sport mode and see what this thing can really do. Foot to the floor. Braking. And a little power. Feel the rear end try and kick. Feel that traction control just limit you. There it comes. Look to the right. Lift. Now a little power. Feel it help you out. Look
Oh,
through.
it kicked out. It cuts the power
And
a
a
little
little
bit.
power. Yep. Keep in it. Keep in it.
Oh, it cuts so much.
And shut down. All right, there we go. So you can feel there that it works, but it does limit you.
Yeah.
Like right when it can tell that you're getting loose, it's like, whoa, it shouldn't be that loose. So now we're going to go into the Rally Sport mode. The throttle becomes more aggressive, and you'll find that when you give it gas, it's much more happy to let you wander on the exits.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Run 3, run 3, run 3.
On the right foot this time.
Go.
Oh,
There you
bias.
go.
There we go. There we go.
And shut it down.
We're doing a special vehicle event here at DirtFish today on campus. We're driving the Ford Mach-E Rally. Really cool. Yeah, racing stripes, EV power, instantaneous, no turbo lag. It's great fun.
One of the coolest things about this is seeing people that have never done this before and seeing the smile on their face. That is what's super fun about working with this, seeing they're starting to get addicted and see what rally's about and get more interested in driving on gravel. Its ability to change direction is surprisingly snappy. With how much weight, I was expecting it to be a little bit more drawn out, but it will change direction quickly, relate it to a good handling rally car out there. You feel the weight transfer in this car very well, and it will respond to what you want when you want it.
It walks out a little bit.
Yep.
Still comes around. It does change direction well.
It
Like,
changes
you know,
direction really nicely, actually.
Like it feels like it's got good diffs. A little like 10% brake. I mean,
Yep.
like we teach in class.
It does
make
work.
sense.
I've had a lot of time in the car. It's basically all I've been doing for the last like year and a half of my life is be in this car, working on the Magnetic calibration. So the idea was basically, you know, what can we do with this platform that's going to be fun, engaging the customers. So right now, Vaughn, I think that's Vaughn. Nope, that's Michelle, one of the DirtFish instructors. Wonderful, is giving pro laps in the Mach-E Rally to the media. You know, trying to scare them, show them what it can do, and you know, looks like she's doing a great job.
Run three, run three, run three.
Heading in for run 3. Well, full throttle here. I'll narrate as I go. A little left foot brake coming in. A little pendulum. Be patient. A little brake. Understeer. Understeer. There we go. Throttle on the exit's a little bit better there. Throwing it back. Nice. Nice rotation. There we go. Nice. Just a little 10% brake coming through here. A little bit of both feet. Making it work. I'll just straight line brake this coming in. Gonna get out here in this loose stuff. Gonna try to grab that inside on the exit there. Almost a little bit. Throwing it back. Nice early rotation. Walking around. Getting it out there. And I'll throw a fatty pendulum here. Why not? And throw it back. Yeah, out there. Out there. No sticks.
Where are you looking? Where are you looking?
I was watching the mirror. I was watching the mirror.
There you go, mate. We'll take the left.
You caught me looking at the mirror.
I know, yeah.
I was like, am I out there? Am I out there? No.
So I am the off-road attributes engineer at Ford. I'm not the, I'm one of, but that's my day job. And so I have several programs, and one of which is the Mach-E Rally. You know, everyone wants to make their hobby their job, right? Or figure out a way to get paid for your hobby, which I've been able to do for a little bit here. So getting to bring my outside activities into work has been pretty cool. And you know, educating people about rallycross and maybe getting more people out into it. It's 480 horsepower. It's 700 pounds-feet of torque. The torque split is very active. It moves around. It kind of shoots for 40-60, but it depends on steering angle, many inputs, you know, yaw angle, slip angle, these kind of things. So it does move it around, but 40-60 is kind of a safe bet to say, but again, it's dynamic. So
it's really fun to get people to be sideways, you know, maybe for the first time in their life, and the cars are letting them do it and letting them have a fun time with it.
This thing's ability to change direction is crazy, isn't it?
The weight in the center of the ground is just unbelievable. Well, I am here at the beautiful DirtFish facility, and what a beautiful day in Washington it is today. Having fun, putting smiles on faces from behind the wheel of the brand new Ford Mustang Mach-E Rally. Amazing experience. I'd never been to DirtFish ever. Very cool to be out here in the facility helping launch this vehicle and let the media experience it. And I've been smiling for 2 days straight because this thing is so amazingly fun. You know, 700 foot-pounds of torque, 480 horsepower, comes out of the corners and enters them like a lunatic. The brakes are amazing, and the weight being in between the axles on the ground, it just makes it just a very happy center penduluming machines.
I gotta take my sunglasses off. These are my instructor sunglasses. If you can't tell by all the dust, we get a lot of dust out here, and you just wipe them down when you're in the car. Completely destroys your sunglasses and contacts, but it's worth it to get to drive these cars. Today's been an amazing experience getting to work with all these people, meeting so many cool people here, these reporters, people from all over the world. Worked with a guy from Canada this morning that had never even heard of rallies. We got Michelle going through the corner here. I'm gonna turn the camera. You never wanna have your back to the road, always staying safe. There it is. Michelle wrapping up with the last lap of the day. Really cool experience. The Ford, it's been awesome for me to be able to share this, you know, something that can get the older generation of Mustang fans into rally and into our sport is awesome. It's a very cool connection there, and hopefully we can start to see the sport continue to grow. Hopefully we can see some of these cars actually make it to the stages. That range is definitely within the limit of the rally rules. We'll see if we can get one of these and make it happen. I would love to drive one of these in a rally and get out there on the stages and actually throw this thing around a bit. So thank you guys. Thank you Ford for making this happen. Thank you DirtFish for this opportunity. Thank you Steve Rimmer for having DirtFish, and always having this place is just epic. So many people love it. We're gonna continue to do more stuff like this in the future. Thanks again. Can you give me that red button again? Yes, that's awesome. Can I? Yes. Thanks, man.